everyone, it is Jaden, and I'm back with our resident expert, Caleb, and this is Fantasy Tomorrow. We know you missed us. We missed you guys, and that is why we are here to help you guys prepare for the 2021 draft season. We all know that earlier you start preparing, the better chances it is that you're going to have the best draft in your 2021 league. And Caleb has made a list of our way too early top 5 tight ends that you need to be targeting. So, Caleb, who's number 5?
Yeah, so number 5 to start us off is TJ Hockenson. Now, Hockenson was really solid in 2020. He finished as the number 4 tight end in half PPR scoring, but we may not want to read too much into how he played last year because some of the factors around his team have kind of changed going into 2021. First off, his quarterback has changed. He'll now be playing with Jared Goff more than likely. Which is a downgrade in quarterback than Matthew Stafford, his former quarterback, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Hawkinson's production will be reduced. One thing about Goff is that he doesn't push the ball down the field as much as Matthew Stafford. He kind of favors those short or intermediate throws, ones that tight ends really seem to thrive on. So we could actually see Hockenson see an increase in targets in 2021. And combine that with the fact that Detroit's other 2 top pass catchers are both free agents this year, and they likely aren't going to be coming back to Detroit next season. And it's really easy to see how Hockenson could totally be a target hog for the Lions.
Hockenson should continue to take a step forward, even though he has many changing pieces around him. So, who is number 4 on your list?
So number 4 is Mark Andrews. Now, Andrews had really had an up and down season this past year, but nevertheless, he's still Lamar Jackson's favorite target, and he's by far the best pass catcher in that offense. Now, Andrews had 7 touchdowns this past year, and that number could very easily go up in 2021 with how good that Baltimore Ravens offense is. They're going to get plenty of opportunities in the red zone. And at some point, too, Baltimore is going to need to start developing its passing game, and Andrews is a big key in unlocking that since he does have such a good connection with Lamar Jackson. And even if Baltimore were to land an other star pass catcher in the offseason, which many people want them to do, Andrews would still be a no doubt top 5 tight end.
Yeah, Andrews is an interesting one, especially because of his relationship with Lamar Jackson is a little abnormal, but nonetheless, he is a top 5 tight end. So, who's number 3?
So, number 3 is Darren Waller. Now, Waller really just had a fantastic season in 2020. He finished as the second best fantasy tight end in just about every metric. And in fact, Waller led tight ends in receptions this past season. In fact, he had 107 receptions on 146 targets, which is just amazing for a tight end. Now, he is absolutely essential to what the Raiders offense does and how successful they are. And really, he continues to get open despite all of the attention that opposing defenses tend to show him. You really just can't stop him. And with rumors out there that the Raiders are looking to improve their quarterback this offseason, you really just can't help but wonder what Waller could do with the top 10 quarterback at the helm for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Waller really is a great tight end, which is really hard to say considering he's a Raider. But credit where credit is due. I'm giving him credit. So with that, who is number 2 on your list?
Yeah, so number 2 is George Kittle. Now, unfortunately, Kittle missed half of the season in 2020 due to injuries, so we really just didn't get to see him return to that form that he showed in the playoffs last year and in last year in general, but that form that led that 49ers team to a Super Bowl, he really didn't get to pick up where he left off because of those injuries. But Kittle is still a beast. He's the absolute lifeblood of the 49ers offense. And keep in mind, too, that Kittle still has room to improve. In fact, he's never had a season with more than 5 receiving touchdowns. And while that could sound like a bad thing, what it means is that he still has a lot of potential to grow. And it would be really easy to see him come out and have a season where he doubles that number, which is not unheard of for tight ends to get 10 receiving touchdowns. And really, he could end up giving our number 1 guy a run for his money if he does kind of build off of those numbers, which he definitely has the room to do.
Yeah, I can definitely say George Kittle is probably my second favorite player of all time, purely because not only is he such a great tight end, he also seems like such a good guy, too. And hopefully he can really just stay healthy in the 2021 season because I'm so excited to watch him play. So now, what everybody's been waiting for, drum roll please. Who is number 1 on your 2020 top 5 tight end list?
I mean, who else could it be but it's Travis Kelce. Now, he just arguably had his best season ever in 2020. He just really was incredible, so elite at his position. In fact, Kelce finished the season with over 100 more half PPR fantasy points than the tight end 3, which really just shows how much Kelce has separated himself as a tight end from everybody else. Now, he's just amazingly consistent. You never have to worry about him having a bad game. In fact, he's so good and so consistent that it might not be crazy if you drafted him in 2021 inside of the top 10 picks of your draft. So you really you can't go wrong with Travis Kelce. Don't overthink it because of his age or anything. He's just too good of a player and too good of an offense.
Yeah, guys, if you honestly thought it was going to be anybody else but Travis Kelce, you haven't watched enough of our videos because he's an all-time favorite here at Fantasy Tomorrow. And we really hope that you guys are able to get him on your guys' lineup in the 2021 season because we think he would be so beneficial to anybody that has him. I mean, I know we're both going for him. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Please keep tuning in. We love giving you this information, and we love helping lead you guys to a 2021 championship, okay? We are here to help you win. With that, we're going to say see you later to Caleb, and I'm going to let you guys know that this is Fantasy Tomorrow, where we're giving you the information to learn today and win tomorrow. See you guys next time.